This is One Sentence News, a daily podcast featuring 3 news stories with a sentence-long summary and 1 sentence of context apiece. I'm Colin Wright. This is a sponsored message. I've been using Anchor as my podcast host for a while now, and it's been a pleasure to use. Anchor offers benefits that most other hosts do not. It's free to use, but it also has a collection of tools that allow you to create a podcast completely within the Anchor website or smartphone app. They distribute your show to Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and all the other distribution channels without any additional effort on your part, and you can make money from your podcast without any minimum audience size. So you can use it as a more traditional podcast host like I do, but it's also got everything you need to start a podcast from scratch. If you're keen to give it a shot, download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. It's Tuesday, June 14th, 2022. Let's talk about the news. From the Wall Street Journal, some ads play on streaming services, even when the TV is off, study finds. According to new research from GroupM and iSpot TV, about 17% of ads shown on televisions that connect to streaming services via external devices, like Rokus or Fire Sticks or video game consoles, play after the TV has been turned off, adding up to a loss of more than $1 billion for advertisers each year. This doesn't seem to be a conspiracy to juice advertisers for more ad revenue. The folks behind the study concluded that the signals sent between streaming devices and TVs are often imperfectly aligned, so the screen goes off, but the device keeps going, and in some cases it continues to funnel advertising content paid for by brands to screens that have gone black and speakers that have been turned off. From the Associated Press, 31 Patriot Front members arrested near Idaho Pride event. 31 members of the white supremacist group Patriot Front were arrested in Idaho over the weekend after piling into the back of a U-Haul filled with riot gear, like weapons and armor, apparently on their way to a nearby Pride event. The local police chief said that the group intended to start a riot at the event, which celebrates lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender culture, achievements, and rights. And those arrested were wearing masks and traveled to the state from at least 11 other states, with the exception of one Idaho local. And from The Guardian, Indian state raises Muslim homes after riots over profit remarks. In response to riots last week, which themselves were a response to derogatory remarks made by 2 Hindu officials about the Muslim prophet Muhammad earlier in the month, authorities in the Indian state Uttar Pradesh have demolished the homes of at least 3 people who were involved in the riots. The folks who made these statements about the prophet were a national spokesperson and the Delhi media head for the ruling government of India, and they were suspended shortly after the comments were brought to light, but that didn't temper the reaction from some local Muslim groups or derail diplomatic protests filed by Gulf nations, including Qatar, Kuwait, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Afghanistan, and Pakistan. These riots, and the official response to them, are being seen as sparks that may ignite even more violent conflict throughout India in the coming weeks. If you're finding some value in One Sentence News, consider leaving a quick review wherever you get your podcasts and/or sharing the show with a friend. You can find out more about this show or subscribe to the email version at onesentencenews.com. And you can support this and other related projects, like the Let's Know Things and Brain Lenses podcasts, at understandery.com.